have learned about the feet and claws. So let us today learn about the nests of birds. So birds, why do birds build their nest? So like us, birds also need shelter. They need shelter to protect themselves from bad weather and enemies. So they build a nest to protect the young ones to lay eggs and to live in the nest, and then they build the nest in spring season before the summers. Okay, they build the nest in spring season. And also children, what and all they use? What and all they use to build their nest? So different types of birds build different types of nests. So let us today learn about the different types of nests and what and all what materials they use. They collect these things from the surroundings like twigs, thread, wool, mud, etc. They use all these things to build their nest. So it is very interesting. So how nicely they build their nest, and we are going to learn about each bird there. Okay, they make the nest at the safe places. So they build the nest at the safe places. So nobody should destroy the nest or break the eggs there. So the enemies may attack. So sometimes because of bad weather and nest to protect it, what they do, they build in a very high places. Okay, like tall trees and terraces, ventilators. They choose the safe place to build their nests. Okay, so let us today start with the first bird, that is a tailor bird. So a tailor bird, you can see in the book here. So by the name itself you can make out. So this bird, it uses its beak like a needle to sieve leaves together using thread and wool. So this is the reason this bird is known as tailor bird. So the first bird, which one we are going to learn is the tailor bird. You can see here, its beak is like a needle. It sieves leaves together using thread and wool. This is the reason why it is called tailor bird. And the next one is, let's move on to the next bird, that is weaver bird. Weaver bird weaves pieces of leaves, twigs, grass to make its wonderful nest. You can see in the picture and also you can see in the textbook also. So it makes its wonderful nest with the tunnel opened at the bottom of the nest through which the bird enters the nest. So tunnel means a long passage. So how nicely it makes its nest see. So different birds make different types of nests there. So first one I told about tailor bird. So second one is weaver bird. So next is woodpecker. Woodpecker, what it does, it pecks into the tree trunk and makes a hole for its nest. It pecks into the tree trunk like this and makes a hole. Continuously pecks children because of its sharp beak, it can easily make a hole on the tree trunk, and then it makes a nest for itself. And then it can live there, it can lay eggs, and then it can take care of its young ones. Okay, next is a kingfisher. A kingfisher burrows a hole on the banks of a river and uses it as a nest. A kingfisher burrows a hole on the banks of the river and uses it as a nest. And next is an eagle or a vulture. An eagle or a vulture, you can see the picture on the board here. An eagle or a vulture makes the nest on the tall trees, on the branches of the tall trees or rocks by collecting few sticks there. Okay, and then it looks like a bigger, like a shallow bowl it looks, because it is very big in size. Okay, it looks like a shallow bowl. So like this, it makes its nest on the tall trees or on the rocks also. And then here you can see the duck also. Duck uses leaves and grass to make the nest and lays eggs there and takes care of its eggs there. Okay children? Next is penguins. Penguins live in, you can see the picture here, penguins live in freezing cold areas. They cannot find twigs or leaves, so they collect some pebbles, stones to make the nest on the ground. So penguins cannot find any twigs or thread there. So what they do, they collect some pebbles and stones nearby, and then they make the nest on the ground. So like this, these birds make their nest. Even more birds are there, so we can learn more about that. So few birds they have given here. So children, so you can know the difference there, how these birds make their nest. It's very interesting, it's very wonderful to see that. So it collects the things from its surroundings like thread, waste, hairs and all it will take, and then grass, twigs collect and it will break the nest, especially the river bird it does like that. Okay children. So next is caring of young ones. Birds lay their eggs in their nest. Birds lay their eggs in the nest. The mother bird sits on the eggs to keep them warm and This process is called incubation. This process is called what? Incubation. The mother bird sits on the egg to keep them warm. So this process is called incubation. And then the baby chicks comes out of the eggs breaking the shell. So that is called hatching. What it is called? Hatching. So when the baby chicks comes out of the egg, it is weak and featherless. It is weak and featherless. That's why the mother bird or parent bird takes care of the young ones and feed them until they are old enough to fly and find their food for own. So what they does, the parent birds, they take their turn to look after the eggs and also when the chicks come out of the egg, it takes care of its young ones. It feeds them. And then when father bird is taking care of the eggs or the chicks, the mother bird goes in search of food and comes back. Again the father bird, when the father bird is not around, the mother bird will sit there and it will take care of the young ones. So like that it will take a turn, and then it will guard its young ones. Okay children? So next is migration. So many birds fly from one place to another to escape from severe cold weather. So they migrate and also to breed also. So that is why they fly from one place to another. So you can see that in the picture here, Arctic tern. So this bird, especially this Arctic tern, you can see in the picture here. Arctic tern is known as the champion of the migration and also it is known as the greatest migratory bird. Why it got the name like this? It flies 30,000 km from Arctic region to Antarctic region. Why it does like this? So it breeds in North Pole during summers and when it is winter, it flies to South Pole and then it comes back to North Pole in the summers. Okay, like this the Arctic tern bird will do like that. And then, so you can see the picture here. So this is the Arctic tern. So that is why it got the name as champion of the migration. And then children, birds fly from one place to another to escape from severe cold conditions. I don't know. So that is called migration. So already you have known about that in the third standard, I think so. So these birds, they have got the name the champion of migration because it breeds in North Pole during summers. When it is winters at the North Pole, it flies all the way to South Pole and then returns back to North Pole in the summers. It flies so long way, it will 30,000 kilometers, it flies all the way. So that is why this bird got the name as champion of migration. Okay children, I hope you have understood. And also they have given some amazing facts here. Cuckoo does not build its nest. What it will do? It will not build its nest and then it lays its eggs in the crow's nest. It lays the eggs in the crow's nest. And then what happens? The crows will think that is its eggs and it will look after the eggs, and after the chicks comes out of the eggs also, the crow will think that it is its babies and it will take care of the young ones. So the cuckoo will not, it is a lazy bird. Cuckoo is also known as lazy bird because it will not take care of its young ones. After laying eggs in crow's nest, it will go away. It will not take care of its young ones. And then one more they have given here. Do you know Dr. Salim Ali? Dr. Salim Ali. Dr. Salim Ali was a famous ornithologist of India. He is a famous ornithologist of India. Ornithologist means who study about birds. So he is the famous ornithologist of India. He wrote many beautiful books about birds and he did a lot for conservation of birds and wildlife. And he did a lot for conservation of birds and wildlife. He was awarded Padma Vibhushan by the government of India. Okay children, so till here the lesson about birds over. I hope you have understood. I would like to